Hey everybody, and welcome to another tutorial from It's the Basics. In this tutorial we're going to go through how you navigate the email that we created in our first tutorial video. So we're back here on Outllook.com and we're just going to enter in the email that we created and our password, and then we're going to sign in. So once we sign back into our Outlook account, we're going to get brought to our Outllook page. So first off, I'm just going to show you how you change your profile picture in your account ends. So you can see up here in the top right hand corner it'll tell you what your name is. Just right click on that and you can either edit profile or account settings or sign out. So we're just going to change our profile picture for the minute, so we're going to go to edit profile. So just like Facebook, you're just going to click on change picture. You can choose a file that you have on your laptop, so we're just going to go with the koala picture again. So it'll take a second or two for it to actually upload it. It just has to process it, and then once it's uploaded you can just click here to save it. So we're just going to give it a second to load up, and then we're going to go back to our Outlook overview page. So you can see there the picture is uploaded, and if you save it you can see your profile picture will change up in the corner now in a second. So there we go, your picture's changed. So we're going to click back up here in the top left hand corner where it says profile, click on the arrow, and you want to go to this one that says Outlook. So we're back here on our overview page. So on our sidebar over here you can see we have a few different options. We have inbox, which is emails that people have sent us. So at the minute you can see we have a few emails in our inbox, mostly from Facebook, Skype and YouTube, the websites that we've signed up for so far. And then you have your it's like a header, it's just like a description of what the message is about. Archived is if you want to save messages. Say you have messages in your inbox that you don't want to get deleted, you want to keep safe, you can just stick them in your archive. Junk is the emails that you don't really want to get. They could just be spam messages or different dodgy kind of messages that you want to avoid. So just be careful if you're clicking on anything that's in your junk. Draft is if you've after creating an email and you want to say save it and finish it off at a later date. We'll show you that now in a second when we're actually making our first email. The sent tab will show you emails that you've actually sent people. Again, we'll go through that in a second once we've sent an email. And if you actually delete a message from your inbox or something like that, it'll get first put into your deleted, so you actually have to delete everything twice before it's fully gone. So we're going to go up here to our create a new email. So you can see this tab here in our top navigation bar that says new. You just want to right click on that once and they get brought in here. So you can see I've sent a couple of emails before in this account. So we have 2 emails in our contacts, but if you don't have any emails in your contacts at the minute, you can just type them in here from scratch. So just type in an email and you can put an asterisk after it and it'll bring this into a little box here. And then if you want to add a second email, you can just type it in straight after there. And if you already have an email saved in your contacts, or you've already sent somebody an email before, it'll get brought up here as a suggestion. So you can see there it's got to send an email to 2 different people. So this is where you pretty much add anybody that you want to send the email to. Once you've chosen who you want to send the email to, you can come over here and actually start creating your email. So up here is the subject. That's like the little overview of what the email is about, like we've seen on the inbox page. So just type in whatever here. So just saying hi. And down here you can actually enter the bulk of your email. So this has got to be the main body of your email. And it's a lot like Microsoft Word. If any of you have used it before, you can change stuff to bold, italics, underline it, indent it, attach files. We'll go through how you attach files down in a second. But it's pretty much just like Word. So it does spell checks and that kind of stuff. So say you spelled the word wrong, so say hello, you'll get a little red line underneath it. If you left click on it, it'll give you suggestions of the right words that you might want to say. None of them are actually the right words. So you just got to put in hello here. As you can see, you can bold it, italic it, underline it. It'll change all that kind of stuff if you want to style it. You can add it into a list. So pretty much anything you can do in Word you can do here. So I'm not going to mess around with that too much because it's not the most important part. So if say you wanted to send somebody a picture, you can just click on the insert tab at the top here, and then you have file attachments, and then you can save stuff from your OneDrive. We'll go through that in a future video, but for now we're just going to attach a file from our own laptop. So say you wanted to send a picture to koala, so just pick the koala, open it up. It'll take a second or two to actually insert it, but once it does it'll bring a pop-up box here and you'll see the picture. So you can see there it's uploading the picture, and now when you send that email it's got to send this picture as well with it. So it works on pictures, it works on pretty much any file you want to send. So if you want to send a Word document, you can send that along as well, anything like that. So up here you can see another tab that says save as draft. So say we're creating this email, but we're not sure how we want to end it, or we want to actually send it at a later date. You can just hit save as a draft, and it'll say draft saved. It'll tell you the time it was saved at up here in the top right hand corner. So if we jump back to our inbox here for a second, I'll go back to Outlook. You can see down here in drafts it now has 1. So if we click into our drafts folder, you can see here that that email that we were sending these 2 people has been saved. There's your subject header. You can see it has a file attachment, and you can see the time that you actually saved that. So you could make more than 1 draft of the same email. So if we just right click on here, we'll get brought back into the email. So you can see an overview of what the email is at the minute. And if you want to continue writing, you can just click here to continue writing, or you can delete it straight out if you just decided you don't want to send it. So we're going to click on continue writing, and we're going to get brought back in here to our email. So not going to really do much more on this, it's just an example. So we're just going to send this off now. So you can see here in the top navigation bar again, it'll say send. Just going to have to click on that once. It'll process it, and then you'll get brought back to your overview page. So if you just want to check if it's got sent, you can just click on your send tab here, and it'll tell you that you've sent these people this message with that attachment at this time. So say you sent the email but you weren't sure if it actually sent or not, you can just come here and double check and make sure that's actually been sent. So say if we're up in here, inbox here, and we don't want any of these, this is actually a good example. So we got a postmaster notification here to say that the message hasn't been sent. So say you entered the email address incorrectly. So as you can see here, I misspelled the name. So it's supposed to be an O in there. So that means that this email doesn't actually exist, and the email that we've sent hasn't actually gone to that person. So if you get an email from this address here, postmaster@hotmail.com, it means the email hasn't actually been properly sent. So just double check everything that you're sending people, and if it does fail to send, then you'll actually get a notification back to tell you that you've sent it to the wrong person, or the person that you've sent it to isn't actually a real person. So if we go back to our inbox here, and say you want to delete 1 or 2 of these, so we'll delete this first one here because I don't think it's too important. So just right click on the box here, and you can see a little tick mark will appear, and then you can go up the top here and you can add it to your archive, so you can save it for later, but we're just going to delete it for an example. So just right click on delete, and you can see here now it'll say we have 1 email in our deleted column. So I'm going to click onto the email, or the deleted tab should I say. It'll load up our deleted box. So you can see this is the message that we chose to delete. So you want to delete that for good, you're going to have to check on this box again and press delete. So now that message is gone for good. So once you actually delete anything from your inbox, it's going to get put into this folder that's called deleted, and you're going to have to delete it again. So it's just in case, pretty much, if you deleted email by mistake, it's not gone forever, you have a second chance. So you really have to be absolutely sure if you want to delete something before it's actually deleted, which is a good feature. So another thing I'm going to show you is how you set up a folder. So you're going to click on this tab here. So say you were sending an email, or say you wanted to set up a folder for your accounts. So you want to set up a folder so it's easy to find all your accounts for, say, Facebook. You just type on the new folder, put in whatever you want to call the folder, and click out here, and it'll set up this new folder for you. So if you want to, say, put all the messages from Facebook into one folder so they're easy to find, you can just hold the right button on your mouse over the Facebook email and drag it down here to accounts, and let go of the right hand button, and you can see it'll be put into this folder here. So it's easy to organize all your stuff. Similarly, if you want to just check on it here, you can do that from your top navigation bar. So over here you can see move to, and you can add it to your accounts folder like that if you don't like the drag and drop feature. So there's loads of different ways you can add stuff to your folder. So that's pretty much all we're going to go through in this video. In the next video we're going to go through your Outlook, your people, your calendar, your SkyDrive, and your online Word. But for now we're just going to sign out. So we're going to go up here to our top navigation and hit sign out. So we'll see you in the next video, and we're going to go through our email tutorial part 3. So for now, goodbye.